So this Chevy Suburban was stolen and then found abandoned by the police department and left in the condition that you see here. So whoever took this car felt like it was necessary to have some fun in it, but regardless, we're going to make sure that we can clean this thing up by new by the end of this video. So let's go ahead and get started by trying not to hurl and getting this thing cleaned. So we're going to start with this back seat area, which is obviously the worst portion of the vehicle. But I did want to ask you guys, what was your New Year resolution? For me personally, it's to sign more YouTube clients to help, the community out more, but also get more aggressive with my ceramic coating side of my business. I do a bunch of them, but I don't really push it hard enough and do advertising locally and everything else. So for me, my New Year's resolution is to pick up my ceramic coating business. Let me know in the comments below, what is your New Year resolution? Now I did pick up a second vacuum because I didn't want to put my Mighty Extractor vacuum combo through all of the nastiness of some of these cars I work on. So this is more of a workhorse vacuum. Plus it's super easy to dump out and allow me to show you guys what stuff gets sucked up inside these vehicles. Yeah, the filter gets clogged up, but two, wait till you see what gets dumped out of it. Now a big question I get is, how do you dye your floor mats? In this video towards the end, when we clean these floor mats, I'll show you exactly how to do it. Now when it comes to perforated leather seats like this one, where you see a lot of this stuff gets in those perforations, one trick that I like to use is use detailing brushes or a bristled brush to try to get into those holes. Compressed air definitely works with blowing out anything that you cannot get out with a brush or liquid. The other thing that you can use too is steam in minimum quantities. You don't want to leave it in one spot because you will melt or burn the actual leather, but if you use steam, it does help with dislodging it and loosening it up a little bit, and then you can use a brush to get the rest of it out. Here I'm using my panel popper tool just to pop out the center console thing, and this is the amount of dirt that falls in there from the cup holders. So if you do have panels like this inside your car, they pretty much just clip out really easily and allow you to get underneath to clean them. Now, back in the day, this is probably over 10 years ago, but my wife and I had a Suburban just like this. I loved the long trunk, the extra space, but the one thing that I miss the most is the seats. These rear seats allow you to fold them down and you pull the handle and they slide out on wheels to completely remove them. Like, that was one of the coolest features, and now with all these electric seats that go up and down by themselves, I think it loses that touch and loses that luggage space that you get with seats like this. If you know what I'm talking about, let me know in the comments below. Now, for a lot of the plastic components, we're going to be using our steam cleaner to dislodge everything, blow out air vents, remove any of the gunk that gets on the different pieces of an air vent, but it also helps with sanitizing and deodorizing by blowing that steam through there, because then it travels through the rest of the circulation system. So right now in Ohio, we're having a cold front coming through, and I have a decked drawer system in the back of my pickup truck, and all of my drills, my impact guns, and a lot of my tools are in my decked system. And when it came to detailing this truck, it is 10 degrees outside for the last couple days. Well, when I went to go detail it, I didn't realize that it's been raining as much as it has, so I was not physically able to get into my bed of my truck to get my tools to detail this thing. So there's going to be some interesting tools that you see within this video that you've never seen me use before, and that is the reason why I've locked myself or froze myself out of my tools in my truck. Yep, cold weather problems. All right, so here we go with these floor mats. We're going to be using our combo of BioBreak and OxyClean mixed in with hot water to spray and let sit on top of these floor mats. And then I'm using my drill brush to agitate those floor mats, move that compound around so it works its best on breaking down any grease, grime, or dirt and dislodging anything that is in those floor mats before we extract them. Now, if you've ever wanted to dye your floor mats or carpets, I use RIT fabric dye. It makes it super easy, especially after you extract with wet carpet, is just put it in a spray bottle, spray it sparingly across the entire surface, and then take an old microfiber towel to then rub it and spread it out evenly across it and soak up excess on the surface. Easiest way to do it, let them dry and you're done. One tip is if you're using APC or leather cleaner on door panels or car seats that you want to have an extra boost of cleaning power is to spray them on, agitate it with your drill brush, but then introduce some steam as well, which causes it to work even better. That is one tip that I have found that works on extremely dirty seats, is just to give that little extra boost and make wiping off any dirt or grime that's stuck to the surface still much easier.
No one can save us from keeping clean. I don't wanna lose you, I don't wanna lose you now. 'Cause there is only one thing on my mind. Hey, I just wanna see you on my new grave. Hey, I just wanna see you on my new grave before you turn around and walk away. Hey, I just wanna see you on my new grave. I can